Hi guys, tonight I want to show you how to assemble a vegan lasagna. So many people has asked me how do you make one, so we will go over that too. First of all, we use this spaghetti sauce here called San Marzino Marinara by Silver Palette. And then for the noodles, we use Prince's lasagna noodles. If you can find wheat, it's better for you, but we didn't, so this is the white lasagna noodles. And you just cook it to the package, which it says back here 10 minutes in boiling water. Once you get your noodles cooked and drained, you're going to want to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and then you're going to lay out your noodles so that they don't stick together. You see how I did that? Okay, next you're going to want to make your cheese. I used 3 blocks of tofu. I used 1 block of firm tofu and 2 blocks of silken. Then I used a half a squeezed lemon for the juice. I used 1 capful of apple cider vinegar from Bragg's, 1 onion and 3 garlic minced in a food processor, a half a cup of nutritional yeast. You may add more if you like. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes, 2 cans of spinach. Now you may use more or less depending on your taste, and you can also use them from the freezer if you can find frozen spinach. And you mix it all up and it should come to a consistency which looks like this, where it's kind of firm. Okay, now for the meat, we're going to use, over here, we're going to use 1 cup of brown lentils, 2 cups of red lentils, a half of an onion minced, 1 clove of garlic, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, a half a tablespoon of Italian seasonings, 6 pieces of white bread that I toasted up and made into breadcrumbs using a food processor. Or if you have breadcrumbs on hand, you can use that too. 2 flax eggs, which is, if you don't know how to make a flax egg, it's 2 tablespoons of flaxseed with 6 tablespoons of water, and you let it rest for 5 minutes, and then you mix it in here. And you should get a mixture something like that. It's got to be stuck together, sort of. Okay, now on to the assembling part. What we do is you put, first of all, you put a little bit of your pasta sauce on the bottom, like that. Can you see? Get a little bit of sauce. Don't be afraid to use it. You can put a little more if you like. You don't need a lot, but you can. Then we're going to take our noodles and lay them out like that. Don't worry if you break a noodle, because it doesn't matter, because you can patch it, and I'll show you, like this, see? Okay, now we're going to put a little bit, tiny more sauce on top of that. And then we're going to take our egg mixture, and we put that down. I'll hold it up a little so you can see. Don't be afraid to use it. And just kind of spread it out as much as you can. All over. Your goal is to cover as much of the noodle as you possibly can. You don't have to use a fork. You can use a spatula, whatever you have on hand, to make. If you need more, put more in. This is just like your traditional lasagna, but without the meat and the cheese. Okay, there you go. Starting another layer here. Your noodles. These are nice too. Turned out nice. You put your sauce. then you're going to put your meat. Make sure. Pick it up, bring it over. I don't know anybody that doesn't love a good lasagna. This lasagna you could even make ahead of time and bake it. You could make it ahead of time and bake it and have it for family that might be coming over when COVID, of course, gets better. Okay, just like that. It doesn't matter, you know, if you get sauce. You want it to mix together, so that looks good. And then you do it again. The more layers you get, the better. Oh, too, another trick is you want your noodles to be upright like this. You don't want them to be upside down. So this would be upside down where the fluted goes downward. This side is the right side going up towards you. You might say, well, why didn't she put sauce on here? Because I forgot. But that's okay. You can put sauce on top of your cheese. It doesn't matter, because with lasagna, however you assemble it, it's pretty good. See? Just like that. Cover all your edges. Good enough. And then a little sauce will go on top of that. Don't be afraid. This is good to show you. People make mistakes, and it's not a mistake, because it is what it is. Doesn't matter if you put the sauce over top or on the bottom, but normally we put it on the bottom. Then you get one more layer of noodles, like that. And now that it's at the top, we're just going to take a real thin layer of this. See? I'm not going to put the sauce on it right now. Just going real thin. Just like that. Oh, always wash your hands before you start anyhow. You should know that by now, though. Then I take a layer of cheese. Put that right on top. Get that on there. A little bit of sauce. I bet the cameraman's hungry. He's starving here. So the quicker I do it, the better and the faster we'll get to eat. All right, now here's your last layer. Going to go right on top of here. And then this layer, you just put the sauce. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to cover this with aluminum foil, and we're going to bake this for 350 degrees for about 45 minutes until it's heated through. Okay, I hope you enjoy that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will come back with a second video just to show you what it looks like when it's all done. Thank you.